Alrighty, folks, it is Lance090 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program, where we quote-unquote successfully landed a probe on the moon in the last episode. And as a result, we have tons of science available. So, aviation would give us much better fairings. This is a KW rocketry fairing. I'm pretty sure these have these eject parts out of them. So I'm going to click on that. Ow, cat, no. Yeah, can't claw me, bud. Ooh, canards are awesome. Canards are the winglets. Either one, those are really good. That's the upgrade for our little wings on our spacecraft during launch. Monopropellant, It's ice. Fuel lines would be pretty good. Real engines would be pretty good. Gotta grab some real engines. Not to be confused with Unreal Engine. Simple command pod would be very good. Better solar panels. This is all good stuff. Advanced flight control. Well, only options really are cat. No, ow. Stop it. Only real options are custom fuel tanks and re-entry pods and gizmos. So we're going to grab a gizmos that has good solar panels on it. And some batteries and things. There you go. Now, what are our 5-year missions? Data from space around Kerbin. Easy. Surface outposts on Mars. Oops. Or Moon. Bun. I messed this one up. I didn't see that it needed to be able to support 5 Kerbals. Although I wonder if supporting at least 5 Kerbals means that it can house 5 Kerbals. So, you know, that one may have been a premature. Minmus. So bad. Kerbin, it wants us to rendezvous objects in orbits. Not so easy. Let's see, we didn't get our new command pod. Position a satellite. Orbital station. Let's check what we have on the vehicle assembly building here. It says to rendezvous the spacecraft in orbit. I don't have a second cockpit, so I'd have to line 2 cockpits up next to each other, which is doable, but weird. It'd make a very, very long re-entry body. So I don't know about ferrying tourists around. 2 vessels in orbit. They don't have to be banned. So I'm assuming we might do this like the Gemini Aegeus mission, where we'll have one that is a probe with a docking body. I don't think it actually has to dock, right? I don't even have a dock yet, right? But it'll still be easier with a probe. We might as well make it like a decent little satellite that can do all sorts of stuff for us. So where is our electrical? Something like that. Slap a good old battery on there. Could even make this like a transmission satellite. Slap one of these bad boys on it. might be overkill. I'll give it these, though. Okay. Don't think there's any science for you to collect up there, but I think if I transmit 0 value science, you'll still give me something. Just gonna slap those on there. No, it might not do anything. Kerbal engineer. Give it a tiny little baby maneuvering engine here. Go. Remember a stupid decoupler this time. Can't believe that this friggin' protective shell doesn't have a thing. We have this now, but structure this. See, do I have the fuel line now? The fuel line does change everything. I think not. Terrier 340. Yeah, that is the old small engine. They just changed what it looks like. Wildcats are some pretty dank engines too. Coupling, decoupler. There's a big ol' KW rocketry engine. Give you. We're either ready for the Reliant. Should be the better version of the Cogswell, basically. Or we can give you a Wildcat. 320 vacuum, 8.5 or 285. The atmosphere. Let's use the KW rocketry engine. It's pretty good. Then, instead of using our overly designed three-prong engine, we can start using some of these radial boosters. So they are not aligned properly. Now I think they are. All right. Parachutes. You on you. We have our new canards or winglets, whichever one we want to use. Winglet probably makes more sense. Tail fins also work, I think. Oh, maybe not. These actually don't say anything about them being control surfaces, but they are. I'll just use winglets. There we go. Well, parachutes are always last. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. I think that should be it, right? Solar panels, you're not returning, don't need a parachute. These things have parachutes. I don't know if this one will be able to make it back to the surface. I suppose I should put parachutes on it just in case it can. Ooh, you know what? It might need. Yeah. It's going to need a little bit of command and control because probes just don't have any ability to turn something. So at the start of a launch, if you're launching a probe, it's not going to be able to handle itself. Okay. And this, we're not going to give it a fancy name because this is just like a comms sat 1. First gen ComSat. Okay. Absolutely send it. No idea if this is enough thrust or anything from these new to launch. Weren't these correct just seconds ago? It must have changed once I took it apart to put the SAS on, I guess. There you go. Well, they aren't not enough, I can tell you that much. Now, are they too much? Probably. Will it survive anyway? Probably. What the frick is wrong with my staging? We checked it. We checked it before I switched the SAS. Jeez. Got absolutely destroyed by changing that. What the hell? What the heck? It's fricked. Wonder why it did that. I've never seen it be that bad before. It's okay. It's still a good rocket. In fact, it's an incredibly good rocket because it's already got tons of apoapse height and barely even used this main engine that much. Significantly better than our little 3-phase design, but we had to use that as a intermediary step. Just because we didn't have very good engines or anything. What the heck? Okay, you can do that. Okay, that should be right. Yeah, actually have our main stage for space here, which is very nice. Wow, wee wah. you're now in space. There you go. Oh yeah, I installed Planet Shine. I think it's working because I can see my whole space probe even though we're on the dark side of the planet. So I'll take that. It's the small victories that count. But we gotta start burning immediately. This is a BA engine though, so it's not as bad as that little Terrier for like actually getting circularized here. Of course, the little Terrier thing has its place. It's just that place is right here, except it's still struggling. Seems like it's very much more oriented for landings on non-atmospheric bodies now, and possibly deep space maneuvers. It used to be a good engine for getting into orbit or getting a suborbital trajectory into an orbital one, but now it doesn't seem to be very good at that. I am curious about... There's still fuel left in the stage, but I'm like, what if we just... got it like mostly out of the atmosphere? Because we have a tiny little engine on this thing. And we send it back in. And then we just use this little thing to finish it off. Okay. Rendezvous. Rendezvous is a nightmare. I think it's actually probably the hardest thing you can do in the game. Like, you saw me just land on the moon like it wasn't no big deal. Even with our issues, I was able to do it. Landing, not a problem. Rendezvous. My God, is it hard. Rendezvous is nightmarish. We're gonna try. Ooh, are we gonna try? A good rendezvous height is like 30,000, 300,000. Of course, we can't dock. They don't have docking modules yet, but something like that. So it's now in orbit. It's got solar panels that rotate, so it shouldn't run out of power. It's 300,000 meters. Which gives us wiggle room to get to it at. Let's see if that counted as completing our contract. Looks like it. Space day after Kerbal. Yep. And that's why you want to have just a little satellite hanging around. It's got 2 transmitters, so it should be able to work as a signal relay. So it's a little helpful little satellite. Doesn't It's got fuel for extra maneuvers. I could put it further out later so that it can have an even better transmission range. But for now, I think we'll take the same rocket design, swap it out, grab you. Now, or if one XL parachute would be enough. Probably, right? Oh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. All right, so that ate into my time that I had available to work on this more, so we have to pretty much end the episode here. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until next time, hope you have a good day.